Hello there, everybody. It's me again with another chess puzzle, and I think this is a pretty good one, actually. So when I was presented with this puzzle, I didn't know it was a puzzle. I was just asked, "Can you find the right variation for white? How should white proceed here?" And I looked at it, and I saw. I mean, our queen is hanging, our bishop is hanging. Black is threatening to move this knight anywhere and have a discovered check to our king. So it looks pretty tough. So I thought, well, probably should just play queen g7, exchange queens, and try to win this endgame with two bishop against two knights. But this is actually just a draw. Uh, but when I looked at it more, I found this beautiful win variation for white. So the question is, can you find it? Pause the video now and see how you will play this as white and really win this in the most beautiful way. Go ahead. All right, welcome back. So, okay, our queen is hanging. Do we want to move that? Let's look at that first. Uh, one natural move is to play queen d2, check, but this is not really giving us anything. Black will move his king to c7, attacking the bishop also. So now both bishops are under attack and also the queen because knight f3 with a discovered check is threatening our queen also. And from here, well, we have to fight to just save a draw. So that's not the best move. And what about moving the queen to f2 then? And trying to get some attack on the knight, allowing the discovered check and win from there. But no, it's not winning either. It's just a draw. Black's natural move, the best according to the engine, is just to move his knight to c6, get it more involved, and also blocking the diagonal here for the bishop. So black is now threatening to come in with queen to e4 also with it. Very dangerous check. So no, we have to do something else. And of course, it's a puzzle. What do you do in puzzles? Well, you sacrifice something. And here it is. The winning move for white here is bishop c8 check. And the more you look at it, the more beautiful it gets, I think. Okay, so fairly quick, we realize black cannot take this bishop. If you take it with the knight, well, we simply play queen b7 check, and the queen will be lost. And of course, if it takes it with the king, it's actually even worse. We follow up with queen a8 check. The king has to go to the 7th rank. He will lose his knight also, and also the queen. And very easy win for white. So the king has to move instead. And if we move to the 7th rank, well, we still have queen b7 check and win the queen. So the king can only go to two different squares here. Has to go to the 8th rank. Let's look at both. What about queen d8? Can you find out how white wins this from here? Yes. Let's get our other bishop involved with a check. And it's, of course, much better placed on f6 than on h8. And still, obviously, same reason he cannot take the bishop and he cannot go to the 7th rank to lose his queen in both variations. He has to go here. And, well, it's if we now realize he has to go to e8, he should do it right away and not wait until we can play our bishop to f6. So let's circle back. From here, black's best defense is to go straight away to e8, just leaving our bishop on h8, and we don't get to do a tempo move with that. Okay, so how do we win here as white then? Can you see it? Pause the video again if you need to. All right. Well, let's sacrifice the bishop again, won't we? So beautiful. Obviously, he cannot take here either because of queen b7, but also he cannot take with the queen. What happens then? Well, there's a check, there's a forced move, and there's a checkmate, like this. So beautiful. Okay, so let's go back then. Again, he cannot take the bishop with either the king or the queen. He has to move the king again, and we actually got four different squares to choose from here. Let's look at all of them. Okay, we start with king d8. What happens then? Well, what if we play queen a8 here? Check. And we want to force him to take here, but he cannot do it. If he goes to c7, well, then we take this knight here and force him back. Actually, only move to d8. And then we can give a check here. And, well, this is obviously winning for white. It's actually winning in two moves. We can just do this, and then we will take here next move because the queen is pinned. Great. Okay. After queen a8, what if black goes to e7? Well, even quicker. That's a checkmate right away. Okay. So from here, cannot go to d8. What about king goes to e7? Well, it's obvious. We want our bishop on f6 with a check. Again, cannot take. He will lose his queen. King f7. Now, only one move winning here for white, and it's this beautiful bishop sacrifice. Bishop takes on e6 check. So wonderful. If he moves down to the 7th rank, well, then we will follow with queen a8 check and quick mate. If it takes, then we have queen a2 check. And now black either has to go to d7 or f5. Both way he loses the queen. If he goes to d7, we take here with a check. And if he goes to f5, well, then we have a check on b1 or on c2. And we pin the king to the queen. So it's a skewer. We will take the queen. Okay. So that's a beautiful win if black plays king e7 here. Now we got two moves left. Let's check at king goes straight to f7, not allowing the bishop to f6. Well, it's the same variation actually. Exactly the same thing. If it takes, we still have this check. Now he also can go to e7, but it doesn't matter. We will take the knight and win the queen. And if here he plays something like king e7, well, then we have different options, but the easiest is just to give a check here on b7 and win the queen. So we should look at this also. What about king f8? Well, it's the same. Check here. King has to go back up to e7. We will take here, and the queen will fall. I think you get the picture. Okay. And last, if you go straight to f8, not allowing us to sacrifice on e6, well, this is sufficient enough for sure. It's a check. If he goes here, well, that's a checkmate right away. And same, of course, if he goes to e7, it's still a checkmate with queen e8. And putting the knight in between is just stalling one move because we will take it with the queen and then it's a checkmate. So it's really checkmate or queen loss in all variations from this beginning if we just play the bishop to c8 sacrifice with a check and it's so beautiful. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's I hope you also found the solution, all solutions. Give me a writing in the comment section. Tell me what you think about it, and have a great day, everybody. See you back again. Bye bye.